Guys, subscribe.
What's up, Titans family? Welcome back to All Out Titans podcast. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It's free. What in the hell is going on with the Tennessee Titans? I don't know. Tennessee Titans look dysfunctional as hell right now. They look horrible. The controlling owner, Miss Amy, is getting too emotional in this shit. Last season when she fired Mike Vrabel, I said she is making a huge mistake. She's letting her emotions take over. She's being too emotional. The Titans are so it's crazy. They are just on another planet right now. Since she took over the team in 2016, she has gone through multiple general managers and multiple head coaches. This was a dumb decision to fire Carthon after 2 seasons. Did he spend a lot of money in free agency? Yes. Did some of the things not pan out? Miss Amy is literally making the Titans look horrible. It's going to be to the point coaches don't want to coach in Tennessee and general managers don't want to be GMs in Tennessee. And I don't care about extensions anymore because extensions and contracts, it's ridiculous. So right now, she still owes John Robinson, Mike Vrabel, now Carthon. Mike Vrabel and John Robinson were good until 2027. She fired both of those guys, so she has to pay them still. Carthon, who last calendar year, was saying, I'm going to back for him. He's making all the decisions. We're going to promote him to executive, and he's my guy. He's going to be the guy. I trust in Carthon. In Rand, we trust. He's the guy that's going to take my football team, make it into a Super Bowl team. After 1 year of saying all that, she fires him. And what's stupid is they're keeping Brian Callahan. If you're going to fire Carthon, you need to fire everybody. You need to fire Brian Callahan. You need to fire the coaching staff. You need to fire everybody, not just Rand. Burke Neal, who I don't even know, he's the CEO. I'm like, I never heard of this guy until recently. Like, what does he do? Like, I don't know. He doesn't make these decisions because that's Miss Amy. What does this guy do? He's sitting there sticking up for Brian Callahan. He's a first-year head coach. He's a first-time play caller. We're going to give him some opportunities to learn and grow and stuff. Dude, so why are you going to fire Carthon? So you're sitting here sticking up for the head coach saying, oh, he needs time to grow. But then you're going to fire the general manager. That makes 0 sense to me. So you're going to stick up for the guy and keep the guy who's doing the play calling, who had no history in play calling. He was a quarterback's coach, a quality control coach, and an offensive coordinator by title for the Bengals. He didn't do any play calls in Cincinnati. He didn't do anything. That's why when we first hired him, I said, okay, everybody wanted an offensive-minded coach. That doesn't always work. Look at Arthur Smith. Look at a lot of coaches. Ken Whisenhunt. That doesn't always work. Mike Vrabel was the coach we needed to keep. We had a good coach. He was the second best coach in Titans history. Jeff Fisher was number 1. Mike Vrabel was number 2. And honestly, I think Mike Vrabel was a 10 times better coach than Jeff Fisher ever was. You fire him, and now he's the hottest coach on the market right now. Every team's going to interview him. Every team's probably going to want him. He's going to end up back in New England, which is perfect for him. You had him. You had him for multiple seasons, and he wanted to stay in Tennessee. He wanted to be part of opening the new stadium. That's where the problem's coming in, by the way, guys. The problem is Miss Amy is under a bunch of pressure because of this new stadium. The state of Tennessee, the governor and all them are like, hey, we're spending a lot of money on this stadium. You're spending a bunch of money. We need wins. And on the last game of the season where barely any fans show up, of course she's pissed off. She didn't go out to the field. She didn't go talk to the fans. She didn't go out and take pictures. She literally watched the game, got in her car, and left. She didn't go back to the locker room like she usually does. She didn't do any of that. She literally went to the game, watched the game, and was like, I am out of here. The first thing she does is fire the general manager. But we're going to keep Brian Callahan. We're going to keep him, but we're going to fire him. We're going to promote him, who the general manager hired, over him. What else are we going to do? I don't get it. I don't get it. The Titans are so lost right now, and Amy Adams is the cause of it. She is killing this team, this culture, this everything. When she fired Mike Vrabel, when she fired John Robinson, I was okay with that. I really was. John Robinson never had a losing season as a general manager. She fired him when he traded A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown tore us up. John Robinson had issues in micromanagement. Honestly, I think the power got to him a little bit. I think him controlling the roster so much got to him. He was making dumbass decisions, dumbass draft picks, and he wasn't working well with Mike Vrabel because Mike Vrabel wanted to keep A.J. Brown, and John Robinson traded him. Even though they could have kept him still on his rookie contract. He still had another year on his rookie contract. Traded him to the Eagles. Then you bring in Rand Carthon. Then you fire Mike Vrabel after that. Then you bring in a different head coach. Then you fire Rand Carthon. It is just so tough being a Titans fan right now. It is so tough being a Titans fan. It is just so tough. What they're talking about, what they want in a new general manager is someone that can draft good, look at college players really well, stuff like that. That tells me that they're not going to be spending any kind of money in free agency. That's exactly what it tells me. It tells me that they're not going to be making any big moves in free agency. I want a general manager who is going to build the team by drafts. And what does that mean? You need to have patience. It takes time. You get 7 rounds. It takes time. It's going to take time. The Titans are not going to be a really competitive team for at least 4 years. I think Miss Amy is making a huge mistake by firing Rand Carthon. I think she let her emotions get to her way too much. I think she's doing way too much as a controlling owner. She reminds me of Al Davis. She really needs to hire a general manager and let them do their fucking job and give them time to do their job. You fired Rand Carthon. Yes, he's only won 9 games since being the general manager. I get it. It's frustrating. But if you're going to fire him, you need to fire Brian Callahan and his team as well. You can't just fire the general manager and keep the head coach. That makes zero freaking sense, and she keeps doing it. That's what's so freaking stupid. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Rand Carthon, we used to love to watch you cook. It sucks to see you go. Thank you so much for all you did as a Tennessee Titan. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.